is day 38 of my running streak, and today I'm just going to share with you some things that I do to try and minimise the chances that I catch things like cold, flu or coronavirus or anything in the coronavirus family. And what we find is that short of someone sneezing directly into your face and it going in your mouth and eyes, the most likely method of catching something like a virus is going to be from your hands, your own hands. And so the first line of defence is to keep those hands clean. Now I know a lot of people do make the effort to wash their hands, but how often don't you use soap? I mean, if you don't use soap, it's not like washing your hands at all. So when I say wash your hands, what I do mean is doing it with soap, and thoroughly as well, and as many times as you can per day. Your hands is the most likely source of any virus that you catch. Anyway, I'll tell you a little bit more on the way round as we're underway. Running is so much easier when the sun's shining. Unfortunately, as most people don't wash their hands, whenever you touch something that other people have touched, you're touching all the hands that have touched that, and all the hands that have touched their hands, going hundreds or thousands. All places where hands touch. For instance, shopping trolley handles, shopping basket handles. I always worry about those. Try not to touch them. Try to just pick up the goods that I want and walk around the shop with them. When you touch those shopping trolley handles, you're just picking up germs from hundreds of people. Any one of them just needs to have a cold or a flu. They've sneezed in their hands or coughed in their hands, then touch the handle. As soon as you touch it, then you touch your face, which you're going to do 1,000 or 2,000 times a day without thinking about it. You've caught the virus. It's that easy. So I try and avoid touching things that lots of people touch. But as a last line of defence, I just try to keep my hands clean all the time. So carry hand sanitizer with you. But things to look out for are when you go shopping, shared banisters, railings, something that's very full of germs are menus. If you go into a restaurant, the menus are picked up by everybody, but they're rarely washed or sanitised. Keeping your own hands clean is a line of defence against all these areas where you're going to pick up these germs. Another really risky area are when if you use a debit card or credit card and you type in your PIN number. If you're touching those keys, that's rarely washed. You're touching the fingers of hundreds of other people. And if you're picking up a takeaway or something, the next thing you might do after typing in your PIN code is you're picking up a burger out of the box and eating it. So it's so important to wash your hands. Sort of imagine every time you touch something that other people touch, you're at risk of infecting yourself from just any one of those people having been infected by a virus. So you have to be vigilant. Wash with soap often, maybe 20-30 times a day. Carry the hand sanitizer with you. Before you eat, every time, just take seconds. And you can just minimise the chance of catching that cold, that flu, or any other virus. Anyway, I'm going to head back. See you in a moment. That's my run done for the day, 38 days in a row. When I was away last week, I was staying in a hotel, and some of the food was on like a buffet style, and a lot of it was covered, but some of it wasn't. And by I mean covered, I mean people queuing and talking over the food. It was like pretty common, and for me, I couldn't believe some people were picking the food up and having it and eating it, even though other people have been talking about it while they've been in a queue. And for me, that's just asking for trouble. Be vigilant, wash your hands with soap as many times per day as you can. And as an experiment, try counting how many times you're touching your face. It is many hundreds, if not 1,000 or 2 times per day you're touching your face, and that is going to be the most likely source of catching any virus is from your own hands. If you carefully wash your hands often, you just might avoid colds and flu this season. Anyway, that's day 38 in the bag. Thanks for following. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you tomorrow.